Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome you all in PIST Virtual Learning System Session 2020. Dear students, this is our 40th video lecture, subject Computer Science, class first year, and we are on chapter number 7, Database Fundamentals. So dear students, today we are going to start database languages. In database languages, we will do data definition language, data manipulation language, data control language. Database management languages. Database management languages, the number one is DDL, data definition language, then data control language, data management manipulation language, DDL, DCL, and DML. All these are database languages which are used to retrieve your data from database. Data definition languages. In data definition languages, DDL, we will discuss create, alter, drop, rename, comment, and truncate statements. These are basically statements which we can use in these languages. In data manipulation languages, we have statements select, insert, update, delete, merge, call, explain, plan, lock, table. Then we have data control language. In data control language, we have commit, rollback, save point, transaction. Then transaction control language. In transaction control language, we have grant and revoke statements. In transaction control language, we have grant and revoke statements. So before we start database language, so first of all, we have SQL. So what is SQL? SQL is an abbreviation for structured query language and pronounced either C, noun, or separate letter. SQL and SQL. You can call it SQL and SQL. Both way are correct to pronounce it, SQL and SQL. SQL is a standardized query language for requesting information from a database. The original version called SQL Structured English Query Language was designed by IBM Research Center in 1974 and 1975. SQL was first introduced as a commercial database system in 1979 by Oracle Corporation. So SQL is basically a query language which is used to extract and retrieve data from your database. It's a standardized query language, and this language is basically used to retrieve your data from your database. So SQL structured query language is a standard language for accessing and manipulating databases. Structured query language, SQL is structured query language, which is computer language for storing, manipulating, and retrieving data stored in relational database. SQL is a standard language for relational database system. All relational database management systems like MySQL, MS Access, Oracle, Sybase, Informix, Postgres, and SQL Server use SQL as standard database language. So SQL is a structured query language and which is used to extract data and retrieve your data from the database. And SQL, sometimes we can call it SQL and SQL also. Structured query language is not a full-featured programming language, but rather a data sub-language. It is used to retrieve your data from the database. This means that it only has language statement for database definition and processing, querying and updating. The data definition commands are referred to as a data definition languages, and data query and data updating commands are referred to as a data manipulation language. And SQL was developed by IBM and is endorsed as a national standard by the American National Standard ANSI Although a new standard SQL3 exists, the most widely implemented version of SQL, nowadays we have MySQL and latest system of SQL Server. So SQL is basically a standard query language which is used for data definition, basic query structure, set operation, aggregate function, set null values, nested subqueries, complex queries, views, modification of database. So SQL can execute queries against a database, retrieve data from a database. Suppose you have a database and you want to retrieve your data, so you can write your statement with the help of SQL language, structured query language, that is specifically designed for databases. So if you have your database even in Oracle, in MS Access, and in MySQL, so you can write your statements and you can write your queries by using a SQL statement, and you can retrieve your data from a database. You can insert new record in a database. You can delete records from a database. You can update records in a database by using SQL statements. SQL is a language used to build database applications that need to query relational database. So in previous lecture, we discussed about the relational databases. So if you want to retrieve your data from the relational databases, so you can write your query by using a SQL statements, by using a SQL language. SQL has statements such as create, select, insert, update, delete. Just like there are statements such as assignment statements, if statement, while statement, in general purpose programming language such as C, C++, and Java. SQL is a language for database just like C, and C++ and Java are languages for general purpose programming. So SQL is a language for databases. Just like that, C, C++, and Java are the general languages and general purpose programming languages. With the help of C, C++, and Java, you can write your programs and you can arrange an instruction, then you can execute an instruction in the form of programs. So SQL is a language for databases, and you can retrieve your data with the help of SQL statement. You can create your table, you can modify your table, and you can insert record, update record. So with the help of SQL statements, you can do all. A query is a statement requesting the retrieval of information. The portion of a DML that involves information retrieval is called query language. SQL is the most widely used commercial relational database language. The form of basic query is select distinct, select list from list, where qualification. So here, this is a simple statement, select statement we have. In select statement, select clause specifies columns to be retained in the result. So here you can give the select column name. The select list is column name, the name of the columns and the names of the attributes you can mention here. So suppose you want to retrieve the columns of the students from students table. So you can write the student ID, student name, student father name. And then the second clause is from. The from clause specifies a cross product of tables. It means that from where you want to retrieve your columns and retain your data from which table, from which table. So from list, you can specify the name of the table. So select student ID, student name, student father name from students table. Where clause you can specify the criteria. If you want to put the restriction, you can give the where the marks are greater than this, where the city is equal to type, like this. So you can mention in where you can specify the criteria. So this is a simple select statement which you can write to retrieve your data from database and from the relation. Select, basic form of the SQL select statement is called a mapping or select from where block. Select from where, all these three are keyword and clauses which we can use when we are writing SQL statement. So select attribute list. Select means here you can specify the attribute list, the column's name from the table list. Where condition, where is used to specify the condition. Attribute list is a list of attribute names whose values are to be retrieved by the query. Table list is a list of the relation names required to process the query. And the condition is a conditional Boolean expression that identifies the tuples to be retrieved by the query. So these three are clauses and these three are keywords which you can use when you are writing SQL statement. This is also called select statement, the simple select statement which is used to retrieve your data from database and from your tables and the relation. In the relational database, you can call the retrieval of data from the relation. Here is an example of SQL statement. Select region name from regions. So select is a keyword, region name is the name of the column, and from regions is a table. So this query will send to the relational database management system server. The statement transfer to the RDBMS server, statement sent to the server, and server execute the statement, select the region, the name of the attribute from regions, from the table region. So it will execute the statement and generate the result according to SQL statement. So the result is Europe, Americas, Asia, Middle East. So here the region name is here according to the query. So RDBMS database server, relational database management server, will execute the statement and select statement sent to the relational database management system for the execution. And according to our SQL statement, we can get back the result in the form of list. Here, select static from table. So dear students, you must remember that in select statement, we can give the name of the columns and we can specify 2, 3, 4, and according to our requirement. We can specify the name of the columns according to our requirement. But if you want to select all columns, so you can use static, the sign of static. Select static from table. So it will return all the columns. Static is used for the wildcard search. It means you want to retrieve all the columns from the table. Select static from regions, select static from students. So it means that all the columns from students table, all the columns from regions table. So here in region, we have two columns, ID and country. So when you will write the static from table, so it will retrieve all columns and all rows. There is no restriction in the column and there is no restriction in the rows. So it will retrieve all columns and all record all rows. Simple SQL queries, basic SQL queries correspond to using the select, project, and join operation of the relational algebra. All subsequent example use the company database example of a simple query on one relation. Query retrieve the birth, date, and address of the employee whose name is John B. Smith. So select date of birth, comma, address from employee. So select is a keyword and B date is date of birth, name of the column, then comma, then address from employee. Employee is a table. Then we have a where clause is used to specify the condition. So you want only a specific record. So here you can mention the name of the employee. F name is equal to John and Mint is equal to B and L name, the last name is equal to Smith. So here you can specify the where clause and you want only one specific record. So you can mention and you can give the condition. Similar to a select projection, project pair of relational algebra operation, the select clause specifies the projection attributes and the where clause specifies the selection condition. However, the result of the query may contain duplicate tuples, but it will have the selection condition also. It have the selection condition, and according to the selection condition, it will retrieve the information. Basic select statement, select identifies what columns from identifies which table. So here the simple statement, here you can view on your screen, select student ID, student name from students. So student ID means that the name of the column, student name is also the name of the column, and from students. From students, from clause specify from which table you want to retrieve the data. So here the next example is select static from students. Selecting all columns, it will select all the columns from the table of students. So here you can write the static sign and the static symbol to retrieve all the columns. And this is called the projection. And you can implement the projection and the selection with the help of the name of the students by mentioning and by specifying the name of the columns. And if you want to select the all columns, then you can use the static sign. The static sign is used for the wildcard search, and select static means that it will retrieve all number of columns from the students table. And here on your screen, there is another example, select static from departments. So it will retrieve all the columns from the table department. So it will retrieve all columns of the table departments. SQL data definition language. So there are three types of SQL language for relational database. So these are data definition language, data manipulation language, and data control language. So first of all, we have data definition language. Data definition language and DDL statements define, modify, and remove objects from data dictionary tables maintained by the DBMS database management system. Whenever you use a DDL statement, the DBMS changes metadata, data about data maintained in the data dictionary. Objects that can be defined include table, view, sequence, and index. So data definition language is a computer language for defining different data structures. DDL statements create, modify, and remove data objects such as tables. Some important tasks are to create the table, and it is used to specify a database scheme as a set of definition expressed in DDL. DDL statements are compiled, resulting in a set of tables stored in a special file called a data dictionary or data directory. So the data directory contains metadata, data about data. And some important tasks of DDL are to create objects in a database model, to alter the structure of database, to delete objects from the database. So it can create, alter, and delete the tables and the relation of the database. With the help of DDL statements, you can create objects, you can alter objects. Alter means you can edit your object, and you can delete your object. The data definition language used to create and modify tables and other objects in the database. For tables, there are three main commands. Create table. Create table command is used to create table in the database. Drop table. Drop table command is used to remove table from the database. Alter table, to add or remove columns from a table in the database. So these functions and these are the important task of DDL. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to use data definition language DDL to categorize the main database objects and review table structure, list the data types available for columns in Oracle, create a simple table, explain how constraints are created at the time of table creation. So with the help of DDL languages, if you will learn and you will understand DDL language. So you can do all these tasks. You can create a new table with the help of DDL language. You can drop, remove table and definition with all data. You can alter, add, modify or delete column, and then you can truncate, delete database from table, but not the table structure. It can delete database from table, but not the table structure. Table structure should be there, but it will delete database from the table. So this is DDL statements: create, alter, truncate, drop, describe, and rename. These are the commands which we can include in data definition language, DDL. And data definition language is a computer language for defining different data structures. So data DDL statements create, modify, and remove your data object, such as tables and other objects. Next is data manipulation language, DML. Data manipulation is retrieval of information from the database, insertion of new information into the database, deletion of information in the database, modification of information in the database. A DML is a language which enables user to access and manipulate data. The goal is to provide efficient human interaction with the system. So this is data manipulation language. Data manipulation language statements are used to manage or manipulate data, and it can retrieve data, insert, delete, and modify data according to our requirement. So what is data manipulation language? The DBMS provides a set of operation or a language called the data manipulation language, DML, for modification of data. Data manipulation can be performed either by typing SQL statement or by using a graphical interface, typically query by example, QBE, typically called query by example, is a graphical interface on which you can select your queries. And on the other hand, you can use SQL statement to write your data manipulation language, and you can write your statements with the help of the query language. So DML, data manipulation language, is a mechanism that provides a set of operations to support the basic data manipulation operation on the data. It's used to retrieve data stored in database, express database queries and updates. It helps in communicating with DBMS, insert, update, delete, and select. These are the tasks which we can perform with the help of DML statements and DML language. So data manipulation language statements are used to manage or manipulate data, and some examples and some tasks are to retrieve data from a database, to insert data into a table, to update existing data within a table, to delete record from a table. So we can do with the help of the statements, we can use the different statements and keywords to perform the data manipulation language. So select command and the select keyword is used to select the data. Select query the database. Select started from customer where ID is 1001. So the select statement, this is a select statement, simple select statement which we can use to retrieve the data from the database by using a data manipulation language. So select statement is a data manipulation language, and then we can do insert, adds new rows to a table, insert into customer. Then we can specify the values, which values you want to insert into the name of the tables, and then you can specify the values. Delete command is used to remove a specified row. So you can just write the delete, so it can delete the specified row. Then update means modifies an existing row. Update customers set amount is equal 10 where ID is this. You want to update any statement, so you can give update customers set amount. You want to set the amount is equal 10 where ID is this. So you are giving the restriction where ID is this, then you can specify and you can set the amount of the customer on is equal to 10. Data control language, DCL, data control language used to control privileged in database. DCL commands are grant and revoke. So data control language is used for controlling the data. A user can access the database on the privileged given to him. And some important tasks of DCL are to allow specified user to perform specific tasks, to disallow specified user for performing specified tasks, to cancel previously granted or denied permissions. So grant and revoke are two important DCL commands. Syntax: revoke permission on database.table from user at local host. Example: grant right on company detail employee. So you can grant the permission. You can grant the permission to the user. And revoke permission on database. Example: revoke right on company. You want to take back your permissions with the help of revoke statement. DCL statements are used to control access data stored in databases. It can give the users privilege, rights, and the access permission. Command of DCL are grant, revoke, commit, and rollback. So grant provide the privileges to the user on the database object. The privileges could be select, delete, update, and insert on the tables and views. So grant provide the privilege and the right to access the user and to provide the user on the database objects. And users privileges could be select, delete, update, and insert on the tables. Grant a DCL command that allows providing privileges for the user on the database objects. And on the other hand, revoke command, a DCL command that allows taking back the permission assigned to a user. Grant command is used to assign the privilege, and revoke command is taking back the permission assigned to a user. Grant allows assigning access rights to the user, and revoke allow removing the access right from the users. On the database, if you want to give the access rights and you want to grant the permission, then you can use the grant command. And the grant command is an example of data control language, DCL. This is an example of, and this is the command of data control language. But if you want to take back the permission, and if you want to remove the rights from the user, access rights, so you can use the revoke command. Revoke command is used to taking back the permission and removing the access right from the user. DDL and DML statement, the difference between these two statements are: DDL, a type of SQL command that helps to define database schemas. DML, a type of SQL command that helps to retrieve and manage data in relational database. The type of SQL command that helps to retrieve and manage data in relational database. Then DDL stands for data definition language. Data definition language, and the function and the task all related are with the definition, data definition, related to the data definition, the create object, alter object, alter the structure of database, delete objects from the database. So all these are the tasks performed by the DDL. And DML stands for data manipulation language. Manipulation means that you can manipulate with the data. So data manipulation statements are used to manage or manipulate data. And with the help of DML statements, the commands and the tasks can be performed to retrieve data, to insert data, update, and delete data. Then create, drop, alter are some DDL commands. Insert, update, delete, and select are some commands of DML. Commands affect the entire database or the table. DDL commands affect the entire database or the table. DML commands affect one or more records in a table. It can affect one or more record on a table. SQL statements cannot be rollback. The DDL SQL statements cannot be rollback. But in DML, SQL statements can be rolled back. You can take back these statements easily. Thank you so much, students. Inshallah, in next lecture, we will continue the basic database terminologies. Till then, Allah Hafiz.